number 5, SP Singh Baghel ji.
कार सूची में मेरे नाम के आगे क्रम संख्या 5 पर लिखित कागजात हिंदी और अंग्रेजी सदन के पटल पर रखने की अनुमति चाहता हूँ।
Item number 6, Shri BL Verma.
आदरणीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं आपकी अनुमति से आज लोकसभा की संशोधित कार्य सूची में क्रम संख्या 6 पर अपने नाम के सम्मुख अंकित प्रपत्र सभा पटल पर रखता हूँ।
Item number 7, Shri Bandi Sanjay Kumar. Item number 8, Kamlesh Paswan ji.
अनुमति से मैं आज की संशोधित कार्यवाही के क्रम संख्या 8 पर अपने नाम के समक्ष ग्रामीण विकास मंत्रालय से संबंधित सूचीबद्ध विवरण सभापति पर रखता हूँ।
Item number 9, Shri Muralidhar Mohol.
मैं आपकी अनुमति से आज की संशोधित कार्य सूची में क्रम संख्या 9 पर मेरे नाम के सामने सूचीबद्ध दस्तावेजों को सदन के पटल पर रखता हूँ।
Item number 10, Secretary General.
Sir, I lay on the table the following 4 bills passed by the Houses of Parliament during the 5th session of 18th Lok Sabha and assented to by the President since the report was last made to the House on 22nd July 2025. The Manipur Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2025, the Manipur Appropriation Number 2 Bill 2025, the Taxation Laws Amendment Bill 2025 and the Income Tax Bill 2025. I also lay on the table copies duly authenticated by the Secretary General Rajya Sabha of the 11 bills passed by the Houses of Parliament and assented to by the President. The bills of lading 2025, the carriage of goods by sea bill 2025, the coastal shipping bill 2025, the readjustment of representation of scheduled tribes in assembly constituency of the state of Goa bill 2025, the merchant shipping bill 2025, the national sports governance bill 2025, the national anti-doping amendment bill 2025, the Indian ports bill 2025, the minerals and the mines and minerals development and regulation amendment bill 2025, the Indian Institutes of Management amendment bill 2025 and the promotion regulation of online gaming bill 2025.
Item number 11, Shri Kiran Raju ji.
Sir, I rise to present the 11th report of the Business Advisory Committee.
Item number 12, Dr. Nishikant Dubey.
आदरणीय सभापति महोदय, मैं आज की संशोधित कार्य सूची में क्रम संख्या 12 पर मेरे नाम के समक्ष यथा सूचीबद्ध संचार और सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी संबंधी स्थायी समिति का 21वां और 22वां प्रतिवेदन प्रस्तुत करता हूँ।
Item number 13, Batrudeep Mehtab.
Sir, I rise to present a copy each of the 2 reports, Hindi and English version of the Standing Committee on Finance, 27th report on the subject Performance Review of the National Statistical Commission, 28th report on the subject Review of Working of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code and Emerging Issues. Thank you, sir.
Item number 14, Jitendra Prasad.
Respected sir, that in pursuance of the clause of subsection 3 of section 4 of the Rubbers Act 1947, read with the sub-rule 1 of rule 4 of the Rubbers Rules 1955, the members of this house do proceed to elect in such manner as the speaker may direct 2 members from amongst themselves to serve as members of the rubber board, subject to other provisions of the said act and the rules made thereunder.
Adoption of motion. The question is that motion moved by Honorable Minister be adopted. Those in favor may say yes, those against may say no. I think yes have it, yes have it. The motion is adopted. Shri Kiran Raju ji.
सर, हमने पहले दिन से कहा कि शीतकालीन में ठंडा दिमाग से चर्चा करना चाहिए। हमने बार बार अनुरोध किया है, कल भी हमने अनुरोध किया, आज मैं फिर से करना चाहता हूँ। देश में कई मुद्दे हैं हम छोटा नहीं मानते हैं, लेकिन संसद नियम से तरीके से चलते हैं। एक मुद्दे को लेकर के बाकी मुद्दों को आप दबा नहीं सकते। इसलिए इस सदन में कई पार्टी से छोटे छोटे पार्टी के सदस्य भी हैं, एक एक पार्टी के एक सदस्य का भी यहाँ मेंबर है। सबका बात सुनना चाहिए। 2-4 पार्टी मिलकर के संसद को आप ठप करेंगे, ये बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं है। चुनाव में सभापति महोदय, ये लोकतंत्र है, हार जीत होता है। मैं भी चुनाव में हारा हूँ, अटल जी भी पहले चुनाव हारे थे, लेकिन हारने से बौखलाहट होकर के गुस्सा आप यहाँ पार्लियामेंट में आप पूरा निकालेंगे, ये तो ठीक नहीं है। यहाँ देश के मुद्दों को लेकर के चर्चा करने के लिए हम सब आए हैं। मैं फिर से कहना चाहता हूँ, आप ऐसे हरकतें करने की वजह से जनता का विश्वास आप खोते जा रहे हैं। मैं आश्वासन देता हूँ, चाहे इलेक्शन का रिफॉर्म्स हो, कोई भी मुद्दे है, हम पीछे नहीं हटेंगे। देश का कोई भी मुद्दा हम चर्चा के लिए तैयार है। हमने कुछ प्रमुख अपोजिशन लीडर्स को बुलाया है। मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि ये अभी तक जो हंगामा किया है वो ठीक नहीं है, आगे और ना करें, इसका मैं अपील करता हूँ। और मैं अपोजिशन के लीडर से बात करने के लिए पेशकश किया हुआ है और वो आने वाले भी है। हम बात करके कोई रास्ता हम निकल करके सबका बात हम सुनेंगे, आपका भी बात हम सुनेंगे, सरकार का भी आप सुनना है। लेकिन यहाँ नारेबाजी लगा करके जो आप लोगों ने दृश्य पेशकश किया है, ये ठीक नहीं है। इसलिए मैं आपसे अनुरोध करता हूँ कि आप संसद का गरिमा को बनाए रखें और चर्चा के लिए हम लोग तैयार हो जाइए।
Members, I request all you to go and sit on the respective chairs. Please go back to your seats. The House stands adjourned to meet again at 2 p.m.
Been adjourned at 2 p.m. It will resume as of now with so much of chaos happening with the opposition benches, in fact raising the questions on why the SIR has not been in fact allowed for discussion. A lot of motions were, adjournment motions were also moved in the Lok Sabha, especially on the SIR, and the speaker has in fact rejected all of them, is what the person in the chair had said. And after that there was chaos breaking out with the opposition MPs again going to the well of the house and raising slogans over SIR. The situation again remains on the second day, an acrimony between the treasury benches as well as with regard to the opposition benches, both of them fighting it out over the SIR issue. The parliament in fact sees debates and as of now it looks like it is a deadlock of sorts between the treasury benches and opposition benches, with the opposition benches in fact asking for a discussion, a detailed discussion on the SIR. Meanwhile, the government benches in fact going ahead and going with business as planned as before. Meanwhile, the motions that have been passed have already been rejected by the speaker on SIR. Pandemonium continues on day 2 as well in the winter session. This is the second day of the winter session, and the debates are halted by the kind of protests that we have seen taking place. And interestingly enough, we can see that the motions that were moved by the opposition MPs have been rejected by the speaker. This led to further protests inside the Lok Sabha. We have Sabya Sachi who joins us again, and Sabya, again on day 2 it is the acrimony between the treasury benches and the opposition benches over SIR. They have started the protests outside the Makardwar, then the protest was carried out inside the Lok Sabha as well. Looks like SIR is something that the opposition is pushing for. Is the government willing to relent on a possibility of accommodating it?
Well, see, Varghese, the government is ready to have a discussion as far as SIR is concerned. The government is ready to have a discussion on a broader picture regarding the polling reforms. Now, the government at the Business Advisory Committee meeting that had taken place on Sunday itself, the government has not given a clarity on the timeline as to when the government will have a discussion. But yesterday in Rajya Sabha, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Mr. Kiran Rijiju, had very categorically said that the government is not shying away from any discussion. The government is ready to have discussion, and the opposition cannot assume the fact that the government will not have a discussion as far as the polling reforms are concerned. And he clearly told the opposition that the opposition parties cannot put a condition as far as the timeline is concerned. Now, as per the opposition sources, the opposition leaders who were part of the Business Advisory Committee meeting that had taken place on Sunday, now the opposition leaders say that on Sunday itself, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Mr. Kiran Rijiju, had given assurance to the opposition leaders that in the next BSC meeting, the timeline will be decided. Now, the opposition is of the view that the timeline is not a factor, but there is a severe trust deficit as far as the centre government is concerned. Now, today also in Lok Sabha, when there was continuous sloganeering of vote chori, continuously the opposition leaders have been protesting. They in fact came near the wall to protest. Now, at that particular time as well, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Mr. Kiran Rijiju, once again said that the government is ready to have a discussion, but it will happen as per the rules and procedure of the Parliament, because there are other important business that are listed. And on Sunday, when the Business Advisory Committee meeting takes place, in that meeting the government will decide along with the opposition leaders. Whereas the leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, today pointed out that several of the BLOs and common people are losing their life because of the ongoing process of SIR, and under these circumstances the discussion on the SIR should take place immediately. Now, there are multiple options which the opposition parties have put forward to the centre. Now, the opposition party says that if the centre does not want to have a discussion on the SIR, the opposition is flexible to delete the SIR as the title, and they can have a discussion under the broader picture, that is of polling reforms, under which the issues of BLOs and several other issues and agendas which the opposition have pointed out, it can be discussed. So this option also has been given as per the opposition to the central government, whereas it's an ongoing tussle. We are seeing that today also the session has been completely washed out. Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has been adjourned, and Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 2 p.m. amid the ruckus, and in Lok Sabha as well continuous protest is taking place. And today Sonia Gandhi led the protest of India Bloc in front of the Makar Dwar, and the opposition is very much adamant on the fact that they want a discussion on the SIR, and they want assurance and a guarantee on the timeline, on which date or what time the centre is going to have a discussion on the SIR. And the opposition clearly says that despite the assurance that has been coming in from Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mr. Kiran Rijiju that the government will have a discussion as far as the polling reforms are concerned, but the opposition say that there is a major trust deficit, and that is the reason why we will continue to protest, we will continue to raise our voices, because these are some of the important concerns which the people of the country are facing, and under these circumstances, as a member of parliament, we would continue to raise it.
Stay with us, Sabya, just as we in fact bring you what's happening in the Rajya Sabha as well. Now, in the Rajya Sabha, leader of opposition Mallikarjun Kharge launched a sharp attack on the government, accusing the chair of rejecting all opposition notices under Rule 267 without even mentioning the subject of the names of the MPs. Kharge insisted that SIR issue is urgent, saying many lives have been lost, and urged the government to allow a debate in the interest of democracy and the country. He added that it is government's responsibility to ensure the House functions, not the opposition's. Responding to the uproar, BJP chief JP Nadda said that Parliamentary Affairs Minister will soon meet the leader of the opposition. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju also assured outreach to all political parties, both formally and informally. Both maintained that problems arise when the opposition sets strict timelines.
हमने जो नोटिस दी है रूल 267 में, उसका उद्देश्य क्या है, सब्जेक्ट क्या है और कौन कौन हमारे सदस्य नोटिस दिए हैं, उनका नाम, सब्जेक्ट ये बताना चाहिए। ये परंपरा रही है। जैसा कि निचले हाउस में एडजर्नमेंट मोशन जब देते हैं तब भी ऐसा ही वहां पर किया जाता है और यहाँ पर भी किया जाता था। लेकिन सडनली जो सदस्य अपना नाम दिए हैं, अपने नाम से नोटिस दिए हैं, उनका नाम भी नहीं पढ़ते, सब्जेक्ट भी नहीं पढ़ते, ये अच्छा नहीं। और आप साहब, मैं आपका I don't want to embarrass you because today is the first day of working. See, you try to see everywhere. Earlier they used to see one side, only Nadda Sahab. Now, sir, you are seeing only this table down, and you are not seeing us.
What I have to see? You want me to see all the people in the world?
Yeah.
That I have to see?
That's why.
That I am not going to
1 minute. And I
Sir,
raised my hand.
You are a very elderly senior leader. When the house is in order, I will listen to everyone. When the house is not in order, how a chairperson can listen to everyone?
Sir,
what to listen? You are speaking, I am listening now.
No. You see, house order में लाना आपका काम है, सरकार का काम, हमारा नहीं। हम जो चीज नहीं, हम जो सब्जेक्ट आपके सामने रखते हैं।
Yesterday you have raised some points. Immediately I asked the Parliamentary Affairs Minister to respond. He responded. He wants some time, but you are not agreeing.
No, he evaded. Yes, sir. You allow us to.
Everybody, they are.
We should
never. Yesterday, the Parliamentary Minister has never said. No. Please. Yesterday, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister has responded positively. He seeks some time for answering to your request. That we should give to him.
No time, sir. These are the urgent matters. People are dying, and SIR is going fast, and nearly 12-13 people have died, and BOL 28 people have died. Sir, this is an urgent matter.
Okay,
to save democracy.
You put your words. I will ask the government to respond.
I want discussion should take place now only, and in the interest of democracy, in the interest of citizens, in the interest of the country.
Okay.
So I request you, sir.
Please,
you should allow.
I will ask.
You should allow for discussion. Our members are ready. We will definitely cooperate with you. We don't want to say anything. Kindly allow. So we will keep quiet. And one by one we will speak.
I will.
Parliamentary affairs minister has come.
I will ask Honorable Leader of the House to respond. Sir, you want to respond? They are asking, you want to respond?
Sir, as the leader of the opposition has raised the question of the discussion and about 267, Rule 267, and as yesterday the Parliamentary Affairs Minister had said that we will come back. Today I am told by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister that very soon there is a meeting going to take place with the opposition leaders, and accordingly we will decide about that. That Parliamentary Affairs Minister will tell.
No. You want to respond? Rijiji? Yes.
Yesterday what I said, please don't put timeline condition on anything. Now I have Dora ji, आपका आवाज बहुत ज़्यादा जोर है. Sir,
you address
my only limited request is that I'm going to engage with the leader of oppositions from different political parties. It may be formally, informally, but ultimately it will come to you, sir, formally once we start the process of some consultation. Now the problem starts. Problem begins when you start questioning the time. Everything cannot be mechanical. In parliamentary democracy, we have to engage in dialogue. We have to engage in discussion.
The Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 2 p.m. as well because of the ruckus that was in fact continuing. As you can see, the opposition asking questions as to why the adjournment motions are not being looked into and why it is not being in fact brought to the notice of the House itself. And Mallikarjun Kharge raising that issue, and you have Kiran Rijiju, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, also giving a rebuttal to Kharge raising that issue on the floor of the House. The protests were carried out by the opposition leaders just outside the parliament as well. They carried out the protests at the Makadwar and raised questions about the SIR as a process in itself. Now, several parts of the SIR have been questioned by the opposition. The opposition, in fact, are raising the issue about how it has the BLOs have been overburdened when it comes to the issue of SIR and how difficult it's been for them on the ground, especially highlighting the deaths that have occurred allegedly because of the exercise itself. Meanwhile, the government has been saying that it is a routine exercise that's carried out to clear the electoral list and to ensure fair and prompt voting rights to the citizens of the country, and to also ensure that no kind of false play is present as when the election takes place. So clearly the opposition as well as the treasury benches in loggerheads over the SIR in both houses of the parliament. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju also showed the outreach to all political parties, both formally and informally. Let's in fact listen to what Priyanka had to say with regard to the issue.
तमाम मुद्दे हैं, उन पे चर्चा होनी चाहिए. हम शुरू से यही कह रहे हैं. सब ये पूरी दुनिया जानती है. हम क्यों जिम्मेदार है कि चर्चा नहीं हो रही है? हम चर्चा मांग रहे हैं. हम तो पिछले सेशन से चर्चा मांग रहे हैं. ये करने के लिए राजी नहीं है किसी भी चीज पे. ऐसे थोड़ी चलता है सदन. सदन तो लोकतंत्र का मंदिर है. लोकतंत्र का मतलब क्या है कि सारी आवाजें आए, उठे, सब सुने, अलग अलग आवाजें, अलग अलग विचारधारा, बातचीत करें, चर्चा करें और फिर आगे बढ़े. लेकिन ये लोग तो किसी बात पे चर्चा नहीं करना चाहते, तो कैसे चलेगा सदन? तो हम क्या मौन रहें? आप लिस्ट बदल रहे हो, सारी वोटर लिस्ट बदल रहे हो, तमाम लाखों लोगों को काट रहे हो लिस्टों पे से, वोट चोरी हो रही है, तमाम इश्यूज हैं. बीएलओ के सुसाइड, अब प्रदूषण इतना खराब है दिल्ली में, प्रधानमंत्री जी कह रहे हैं मौसम अच्छा है, तो क्या हम चुप रहें? हम किसी भी बात पे न बोलें? कैसे हो सकता है?
My colleague Sabya in fact joins again. Sabya, the situation that happened in the Rajya Sabha where there was a much more better debate that happened, especially the opposition leader Kharge raising the issue about the motions that have been passed adjournment motion that have been sought with regard to the SIR process and the reply that's coming in, and also the government trying to reach out formally and informally to the party leaders over this issue. How do you think this is going to pan out in the Rajya Sabha as well as the Lok Sabha when we see in the longer context? Because as we said and we've been discussing, this is technically only 15 days, though it's said to be 19 days. It's technically only a 15-day period, and already 2 days has been caught up in chaos.
Well, that's right, Varghese. See, once again, the opposition parties are going to sit together tomorrow. Once again, there's going to be a meeting that would be called in by Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge in his chamber in the parliament, where the floor leaders of the opposition parties will be called in, and the future course of action from the opposition side will be decided. Because on the first day itself, the opposition party clearly stated that if the centre agrees to hold a discussion on the SIR or on the polling reforms, they would cooperate, other than they would continue protest. Now today also we had seen that a symbolic protest was carried out by the leaders of the India bloc. Now as far as the opposition is concerned, see, the opposition does not want to trust the central government despite repetitive assurance being given by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mr. Kiren Rijiju. Yesterday also in the Rajya Sabha he had given assurance. Today also once again in Rajya Sabha he has given the assurance that he is going to sit both formally and informally with the leaders of the opposition, and they are going to decide the timeline. But as of now, once again the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mr. Kiren Rijiju told the opposition leaders that they cannot put a condition as far as the timeline is concerned. See, the BSc meeting, the Business Advisory Committee meeting once again will be holding a lot of importance, because once again on Sunday itself this meeting will take place, where most likely the government will be sitting in with the floor leaders of the opposition parties, and they will be deciding. So the opposition will be hoping that on Sunday some assurance or some timeline would be given to the opposition parties as far as the discussion on SIR is concerned, whereas the opposition parties have been stating that they are ready to show flexibility as far as removing SIR as a title is concerned, and the opposition is ready to have a discussion under the bigger umbrella of polling reforms.
Right. Thank you, Sabir, for in fact joining us with all those details, especially with the chaos that's happened. And at the same time, today is the second day of the Parliament. Again, it's about SIR as well as the debate that's been going on both the houses. Now, the Indian government has directed all smartphone manufacturers and importers to pre-install the Sanchar Saathi app on all new devices sold in India. Now, the opposition has raised questions about data security, user consent and mandatory nature of pre-installation, warning that the step would compromise citizens' privacy. Now, adding to the opposition's pushback, Congress MP Renuka Chaudhary filed an adjournment motion in Parliament calling the order a direct violation of the fundamental right to privacy. She says the mandate enables pervasive surveillance and could place every movement and interaction of citizens under constant watch, and stating that the government's intentions are flawed and track record poor. In fact, the question by the opposition has been with regard to what is the Sanchar Saathi app able to do, and they have in fact raised the question that it could be very much an Orwellian kind of a situation where the government will be able to track, but the government says that the idea of the app is to ensure safety to mobile phone users and also to ensure that the devices that are used by Indian citizens are not subjected to scam as well as digital attacks and with regards from cyber agencies as well as hackers. Meanwhile, opposition MPs have been raising the question of privacy with regard to the app. Congress MP Renuka Chaudhary filed an adjournment motion in Parliament calling the order a direct violation of the fundamental right to privacy. She says that the mandate enables to pervasive surveillance and could place every movement and interaction of citizens under constant watch, and stating that the government's intentions are flawed and track record poor.
Sir, this matter is a continuation of what is troubling the House here. There are many ways in which we disrupt democracy, and bringing about the Sanchar Saathi app is yet another instrument of diminishing the right of the citizen, as is the SIR.
Well, that's all in this edition of the Bulletin. Stay tuned to News 9 for further news updates.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News 9. English news as it is.
Speed, it's relative. The more you speed up, the more the world slows down. And when you are fast enough, everything becomes still. That's when you see the world as it truly is. Servo Hypersport F5, when speed is your default.
ये बेस्ट है सर।
हमेशा वाला क्यों नहीं?
मिश्रा जी, आपके लिए फूलों की बरसात, बिरला ओपस एश्योरेंस देने के लिए।
मतलब प्रोडक्ट वारंटी?
ये एक्स्ट्रा है। 1 साल में पेंट को कुछ भी हुआ तो पेंटिंग वापस करके देंगे।
वापस करके देंगे?
वो भी फ्री। पेंटिंग में पहली बार बिरला ओपस एश्योरेंस। रजिस्टर करो birlaopus.com पर।
Breaking news. Major disruption is expected this week.
Yes, disruption confirmed. That's me. Relax, no scams, just my brand new show, News Cosmic with Cyrus.
यही मौका है बिजनेस को बढ़ाने का।
पर पैसा, अपनी सुपर पावर यूज करने का टाइम आ गया है।
आप टेंशन मत लीजिए, IIFL फाइनेंस से झटपट गोल्ड लोन लीजिए और बिजनेस आगे बढ़ाइए।
आपके जैसे सुपर हीरोज ऐसी छोटी मोटी प्रॉब्लम से थोड़ी ना रुकते हैं, इसीलिए लाइफ जब भी आगे बढ़ने का मौका दे तो अपनी सुपर पावर, अपना गोल्ड यूज करिए और IIFL फाइनेंस से गोल्ड लोन लीजिए।
IIFL फाइनेंस करता है सीधी बात।
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News9, English news as it should be.
You're watching Global Lens here on News9. I'm Krishna Kumar. A Taiwanese airline is offering surveillance flights to help monitor Chinese military activity in a bid to join Taipei's Whole of Society initiative. This report tells you all about it.
Equipped with a powerful US-made radar under its belly, this light aircraft is flying over Taiwan's east coast. The radar tracks Chinese warships, collecting data its operator is keen to provide to Taipei's military. Apex Aviation, better known for pilot training and charter flights, is pitching surveillance flights to the government. Retired Taiwan Navy officer and Apex reconnaissance consultant Zhou Wang describes what the company calls Project Goshawk.